Hey everybody, welcome into the Fort Worth Christian Coaches Show, District Playoff Edition. And as always, brought to you by our great friends with Aspire Chiropractic, where their job is to make you the district champ of your life. Coach, district champ, man, how does that sound?
Sounds good.
How does it feel?
I mean, we just started, but it sounds good. I know that.
Well, okay, let's go back. This is such a glass half empty. This glass is fully full, guys.
My glass is always full.
I mean, so what we're looking at is where we started from this year.
Right.
With a group of guys we really didn't know what to expect, right?
No, didn't. And I'm very proud of our team and very proud of the guys, how hard they work, just how they've invested and bought in, and just really started to play, I think, with a lot of emotion and with a lot of just kind of passion. They're just playing happy, to be real honest, and that's a good thing. So yeah, we're excited. It's going to be fun.
We talked about it last week and the week before. I mean, you played a tough schedule outside of the conference. I think that really paid a great dividend, because inside the conference, I think we proved exactly who we were.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I don't necessarily know if we were trying to prove anything, but we were trying to just be as good as we knew we could be, and those guys deserve to be undefeated in district, because they're a good football team. We're a good football team. They've worked hard. They've dedicated themselves to the cause, and it just, when you play a tough pre-district schedule or non-district schedule, it can hurt you or it can help you, and we stayed healthy pretty much throughout it, and so I felt like it really helped our guys kind of start to peak right when you need them to. So
well, I mean, from the stands,
yeah,
it looked against the Lions that we played.
Does it look good up there?
It looked great. I always say, if it looks like it's effortless, then things are going right.
Amen.
And those guys out there on Friday looked like they were putting maximum effort, but they looked so composed and relaxed while they were doing it. It didn't seem like the moment was too big. And sometimes, with a new staff, new coach, team that you really didn't know what you had in the beginning of the year, you don't know how we're going to react in big situations. But these guys, they turned it up on Friday.
Yeah, I don't think it didn't matter if my grandmother was out there coaching them. Those guys were going to get the job done.
Absolutely.
When you have a group of kids like that, it's easy to call plays. It's easy to game plan. It's just you put the ball in their court. And, you try to be pretty simple and just let those guys play and do what they do best. And so, like I said, I think you could call plays, Alan, if you want.
Well, As we get deeper in the end of the year, I've always wanted to call the first play and at least the first time out. So
okay, well, we can't put that on camera, so we'll talk after, I guess.
Hey, let's go to this week. Okay, so Brook Hill. There's some interesting stats. They're 6-4 overall. They were 2-3 in their conference. They have the same record home as they do away at 3-2. Here's an interesting stat. They scored 292 points and they gave up 277 points.
Yeah.
So what's your pretty even stats there? I mean, home and away look pretty good, but what are you seeing on the points given and the points scored?
I don't see anything, because I watch film and I see a dang good football team. So those points don't really mean anything to me, because they're a volatile team. They're capable of scoring a lot of points, and that district, just to the east of us, is a very, very, very tough competitive district, man. Geez, those guys battle it out. There's a lot of good teams in that district. So that's kind of deceptive if you look at points for, points against, and whatever category you want to pull. But watching them on film, watching them on tape, they do a really good job. Coach Rao used to coach at Southwest a number of years ago, and he went to, I think, Atlanta or somewhere in Georgia, and he came back and got that job a couple years ago, and he does a great job. And those kids, they have a dynamic group that they're trying to get a lot of momentum going, and those kids are believing over there. So they're gonna come in here tomorrow and give us all we want, and that's a good thing, because our guys are juiced up and ready to go. They're excited. Our guys are real excited. And I'm looking forward to playing a really good game. But they're a solid football team.
Are they a tempo team, or are they a run the ball right at you? What can we look forward to?
I guess it'll be whatever we determine they are. No, but hopefully anyway. They do a little bit of both. I mean, it's just kind of they don't necessarily have a flavor of the week. Everything that they do is kind of geared around their quarterback. He's a really good athlete, runs the ball very effectively, and their scheme is very effective. So,
Well, how do we match up? How do we match up defensively against their offense?
matchup wise, it'll be a good test for us. But I think we match up against anybody well defensively. I think those guys on the defensive side of the ball for us are special guys. I feel like they're very talented, from the defensive line to our linebackers to the back end and the secondary. I feel like we have a really special defense that whenever they're clicking all together, man, they're tough to move the ball on. Those guys are, and they'll just strangle the life out of you, and they cause turnovers, and there's a lot of disruptive guys over there. So that makes our job on offense a little bit easier, knowing we have that to fall on, because we have a lot this year, and those guys have done a good job, Coach Gillum, and that defensive side of the ball, they've done a great job with those guys. Super proud of them.
Well, I know the fan base is excited. It's going to be good and cool. It's
Absolutely.
a home game. We're going to need a big crowd. I think the atmosphere is going to be right for our first step.
It will.
Playoff.
It'll be the last. It's an emotional game for me. I was telling those guys earlier, because it's the last. This is the last game for those 18 seniors to play on their home field, on the Barrow.
Right.
So.
Yep.
I'll remember each and every one of their names, you know what I mean, for the rest of my life, because those are the first seniors that I got to coach. So it's going to be a special game all the way around, and those guys know it, and make no mistake about it. It's a playoff game.
No, absolutely.
It's a home game, but it's a playoff game.
Right.
So everything's turned up a little bit.
Well, Coach says we're going to need you, everybody from the drill team, cheerleaders, the full band, and of course the average fans and the radical fans. We're going to need you up in the stadium. 7:30 here at Barrow Field, where we're going to play the Brook Hill Guard.
The Guard.
The Guard.
The
And the
Guard.
Cardinals are going to leave everything out on the field as we make our way into this 2018 playoff. Coach, good luck.
Thanks, Alan.
And we're excited about it. And until tomorrow, go Cardinals.